with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, last night, Giannis reached another milestone, broke another milestone. Giannis scores his 20,000th point in a blowout victory over the Dallas Mavericks, 137-107. A Dallas Mavericks team that was, man, talk about bad luck. Gee whiz. First, you trade away Luka to that idiot in LA. And then all the big men get hurt. Gafford gets hurt. Lively gets hurt. Then Anthony Davis gets hurt. They won't go after it. They want to pitch and fork after the general manager now. Now they really want to pitch a fork after the general manager after Kyrie tore his ACL. What's next at this point for the Dallas Mavericks? A blowout loss. Let's go in. Sad times in Dallas. They say Giannis Antetokounmpo put the ball on the court and dribbled hard to the basket with his right hand for a layup in 9 minutes, 51 minutes to go in the third quarter. And 137-107 Milwaukee Bucks victory over the Dallas Mavericks Wednesday night at Fiserv Forum, giving his 20,000th point, career point. He needed 22 points to reach the milestone, and he was able to do it early in the third quarter against a severely undermanned and undersized Dallas Mavericks team. The layup gave the Bucks 79-56 lead. And Antetokounmpo scored 20 first half points on 7-11 shooting. Overall, a perfect 6 for 6 mark from the free throw line. He finished 32 points in 25 minutes of action, making 13 of 20 from the field. It's very impressive. He also pulled out 15 rebounds and handed out 4 assists. He is the 52nd player in NBA history to hit that number. That tells you that a lot of people don't do that. He probably will now with all this scoring. And Antetokounmpo allowed himself to enjoy the moment both on the court when he tried to watch the tribute video on the big screen to his post-game media session. Obviously a great accomplishment. He began being able to experience this moment again. I don't think about this only this moment that I got 20,000 points. I think about everything I had to go through in my life to be able to be in this position. He turned his thoughts about his life before basketball and picking up the game as a teenager, people in and around the Bucks organization that he learned to lean on and improve. He thought about the highs and lows and hoped that his journey has provided a bit of inspiration through his work ethic and commitment. I was wondering about this. And Antetokounmpo followed teammate Damian Lillard into the club, who reached the mark last season on December 2023. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Dang, get that already? It's a lot of points, Lillard said. Then we talked about how hard it is to do it. On the bench, I was like, welcome to the club. That's the one thing that I'm beating him at is points. I was like, welcome to the club. I mean, everybody that gets to that point, you got to tip your hat to him, especially a guy like that. And that's the only thing he is beating him at. And Antetokounmpo already a walking Hall of Famer, is a top 75 player who joined LeBron James. It's the only players to have one regular season NBA Cup and NBA Finals MVP. Is not only chasing history's greatest scores. That's another thing they're going to hold against the players of the past when it comes to comparing anybody to LeBron. Well, LeBron didn't wear a season NBA Cup. It's like, what? Anyways. Already in possession of the Bucks franchise scoring record, a mantle he took from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in 2022 after Kareem held it for 47 years. Antetokounmpo will be quickly chasing down the top 25 in scoring. And I'm not going to read all the rest of that. Jason Kidd, his former coach, now Mavericks head coach, said to be able to get to 20K, that's pretty special. as an elite group. I think when it's all said and done, he'd be one of the best to ever do it. 20 won't be the last number. Besides 20K, what he has done for the city of Milwaukee, bringing a championship. And I think what sometimes goes unnoticed, he's played hard no matter what. He's showing the younger generation that it's all right to play hard. He's a great example of that. 20K, that's a lot of points, but again, his journey has been special, and I'm happy for him. And that's what Jason Kidd had to say about it. Bucks won their 4th straight game and their 2nd over the Mavericks in just 5 days. Played them on Saturday. The Bucks are a season best, 11 games over 100 at 36-25. Won 8 of the last 9 games. Mavericks 32-31. Have lost the last 5 of their 6 games because of injuries, of course. We're playing good basketball. We trust one another, and I feel like we're defending better. Keep one another accountable. I feel like going into each game, we understand what moment in time we are right now. We're 21 games before the playoffs. Try to build good habits. I feel like that's the way we are, way more sharp way when we play, said Antetokounmpo. And I'm not going to read the rest. This is a big article. It really is. Kyle Kuzma scored 17 points and 7 for 9 shooting. Off the bench, AJ Green scored 18 points. Kevin Porter Jr. recorded his first triple-double in the Bucks uniform with 14 assists, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. I think they meant to say 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. Klay Thompson led the Mavericks with 28 points and 27 shooting. All right, that's enough of that. This team, ever since they got these trades, getting Kevin Porter Jr., Kyle Kuzma, and this Sims guy they got from New York, which were all trades because I think they gave away Chris Middleton, of course. And I think the other one was DeLon Wright. I think the other one was, and of course, Marshawn Beauchamp, who's just wasting away on the bench. Ever since they made the moves, they have been rocking. Yes, they sweep the Dallas Mavericks. This Dallas Mavericks team didn't have Kyrie because he went out with ACL. They did beat them on Saturday with Kyrie and Klay, no Anthony Davis. They beat the Nuggets. They beat Miami. Some of the teams I'm just thinking of. They are slowly coming together. Without Bobby Portis too, which will probably be back next month sometime. But they're slowly putting something together after starting the season at a whopping 2-9. Let's see something right quick. Let me check something right quick, because I was keeping up with this in the beginning of the season when the Bucks started this way. Now I must see what happened during this time 24 years ago. The Bucks are now 36-25, 4th in the East. Some people say they should be trying to get that 3rd seed to avoid Indiana, but it doesn't matter. You gotta play somebody, but try to avoid playing Cleveland as well. In that case, if you get the 3rd seed, you win, you beat either Detroit or Indiana, you gotta play Boston, which I think they can be able to do the way they're playing. They just gotta put their minds to it, not play stupid. I think they can beat any team in the East. Yeah, I said it. But at this time, back in the 2000-2001 season, the Bucks were, let's see here. Where's my schedule? Where's the schedule at? Here's where they were at around this time 24 years ago. So it's March right now. It's March 5th, 6th. So at this time, let's say March 5th. Bucks are 59 games into the season after starting a 3-8 season they had. They just beat the New Jersey Nets 107-100. That would push their record to 37-22. So that's where they were last time they started off terribly and went to the playoffs. It was 37-22 in the 2000-2001 season. So they slightly 3 games worse than what they was 24 years ago. So, will they end the season the way the 2000-2001 season end? Time will tell. Time will tell. So they was 37-22 at this time, 24 years ago, when they started terribly, and they was in the midst of a 3-game winning streak during that time. Before that, they lost 2 games to Indiana and Houston, and before that, they was on a 5-game winning streak, beating the Spurs, Bulls, Grizzlies, Vancouver Grizzlies, Golden State Warriors, 76ers. 76ers were the first seed that year. So, but time will tell. Where are they? Before I get off here, where are their numbers right now as a team? So right now the Bucks are 13 in points, 114.6. Opponents' points 112.6. 12. 13 and 12. Offensive rating 13th. Not bad. But what's really standing out to me for the Bucks right now, what some people probably haven't seen, and is way better than what it was last season at this time. 112.6 defensive rating, 11th in the league. And we always say, in order to be serious about winning the finals or going to the finals, you got to be anywhere from top 15 defensive rating. Right now, the Bucks are outside the top 10 in defense. So that's good. It's great. But it can be better. But anyway, shout out to Giannis Antetokounmpo for getting his 20,000 point last night. And they got the win, of course, most importantly. And say some prayers to Dallas Mavericks fans because, damn, they need it terribly.